Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. In this video, we shall discuss the solutions of exercise 12.1 of class 10 starting from problem number 6. So the first 5 problems I have discussed in the earlier video. If you have missed watching it, then I would pin it up here in the I button. Just click on the I button and watch the first 5 problems of this exercise. Now let's get started. So problem number 6. Suppose you are shooting an arrow from the top of a building at a height of 6 meters to a target on the ground at an angle of depression 60 degrees. What is the distance between you and the object? Okay, so the question is, suppose you are shooting an arrow from the top of a building. Okay, so let us take a building here. So as we have learned that all these are vertical lines. Yes, so building, mountain, tower, all these we are considering them as vertical lines. So this I have discussed in the concept video. If you have missed watching it, then you can watch the concept video also by clicking on the I button here. So now, yes, so from the top of a building, okay, so you are shooting an arrow. Okay, so from this point you are shooting an arrow and the height of the building is 6 meter. Okay, top of a building at a height 6 meter. So this height is 6 meter. Okay, so the building height is 6 meters. So let us draw it now. So this is the building. Suppose this is a building. Okay, so you have to draw it as a vertical line. Okay, so the height of the building is 6 meters. So this is 6 meters, right? So now let us move on to the next point. So 6 meter to a target on the ground at an angle of depression 60 degrees. Now suppose the target on the ground is somewhere here. Okay, let us join this. This is the ground. Okay, this is the ground. So let us draw the ground. So the ground and the building are perpendicular to each other. We know that. So now you have to find the angle of depression is given to you. You have to find what is the distance between you and the object. Okay, you are here. Okay, you are here on the top of the building and the object is here, the target. So you have to find this distance between you and the object. Okay, so that means you have to find this hypotenuse. Okay, so and it is also given that the angle of depression is 60 degrees. Okay, so angle of depression or angle of elevation we have learned that we take it with reference to a horizontal line. Okay, so this is a horizontal line. Okay, so this is angle of depression which is 60 degrees. Always this is line of sight, this is horizontal. So whenever the line of sight is below the horizontal line, you get an angle of depression. Now here you can see this horizontal line and the ground are parallel to each other. Yes, they are parallel to each other. So when they are parallel to each other, so you can take this as a transversal. Let us name it AB is the building. So C is the object. So now you can see this line A and BC are parallel to each other and AC is the transversal. So what about these two angles? These two angles are interior alternate angles. Yes, so interior alternate angles are equal. So if this is 60, this is also 60. Clear? Now you have the triangle where one angle is 60 degrees and you have to find the distance between the object and yourself. Yes, between you and the object and the height of the building is given. So now with reference to this angle, this side is nothing but the opposite side. Yes, and you have to find the hypotenuse. So which relation are you going to consider? So just see you have the relation with opposite side and hypotenuse. So which ratio are you going to consider? You will definitely consider sine ratio, isn't it? So sine is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So you are going to consider sine. The sine of angle 60 you will take because the reference angle is 60 degrees here. Okay, so sine 60 is nothing but root 3 upon 2 is equals to opposite side is 6 divided by this is 6, AB is 6 divided by hypotenuse you don't know, let us take it as x. Okay, so just cross multiplication, x root 3 is equal to 2 6 are 12. Okay, so x is equals to 12 by root 3. Okay, so this 12 I can write it as 6 2s are, yes, divided by root 3. Again, the 6 I can write it as 3 2s are. 3 2s are 6 and we have another 2 divided by root 3. Okay, nothing but 12 I have prime factors, you get 3 into 2 into 2. Now root 3, it cancels one time and here you have root 3. Okay, So this is nothing but 2 2s are 4 root 3. So the distance between the object and between us is nothing but 4 root 3 meters. Clear? Let us move on to the next one now. So here you see an electrician wants to repair an electric connection on a pole of height 9 meter. Okay, the height of the pole is 9 meters. Okay, so let me take the pole first. So suppose this is the pole. The pole is of height 9 meter. Okay, so this complete height is 9 meters. Okay, now he needs to reach 1.8 meter below the top of the pole to repair work. Okay, so he needs to reach 1.8 meter below from the top of the pole. That means from the top of the pole you will calculate 1.8 meter. Okay, so he has to reach this point. Okay, 1.8 meter from the top of the pole. See here, 1.8 meter below the top of the pole. So from the top of the pole it is 1.8 meter. So here he has to repair. Okay, so what should be the length of the ladder he should use when it makes an angle 60 degrees with the ground? So suppose this is the ground. So they are asking you what is the length of the ladder that the electrician has to use so that he can reach this point. Okay, so nothing but you have to find the length of the ladder, which is a hypotenuse. Why? Because here the pole and the ground are perpendicular to each other. Right? Simple. So let me take this as A, B, C. Okay, the entire length of the pole is 9 meters and the electrician has to reach 1.8 meter from the top of the pole. Okay, so this is 1.8 from the top and this is the point which we want. Okay, so we want to find the ladder. We obviously place it in this way, in the slanted height, isn't it? So you want the ladder which helps the electrician to reach this point. Okay, the length of the ladder you have to find out. So now it is also given that the ladder makes an angle 60 degrees with the ground. Okay, so this angle is 60 degrees. This is a ladder. So between the ladder and the ground it is 60 degrees. What will be the distance between the foot of the ladder and the foot of the pole? So you have to find the distance between the foot of the ladder. Okay, this is the foot of the ladder, point C, and foot of the floor is point B. Okay, so yes, so you have to find BC. Okay, now to find BC, let me firstly take this one. So let me take this height AB. So what is AB? Now this complete pole height is 9 meter and this height from the top of the pole to A is 1.8. So if I subtract, just see, from this complete entire pole, if I subtract this 1.8 meter, will I get this height? Yes, isn't it? So let us do that. So from the entire height of the pole, that means from 9 meters, if I subtract 1.8 meters, I'll get this length AB. Okay, so 9 minus 1.8 gives me, it's nothing but 7.2. Okay, so AB is 7.2. Okay, so this is 7.2 meters. Okay, so this is 7.2. Now just see, now which ratio you have to take. Now this value you have, AB value you have, and AB value you have, and you have to calculate the length of the ladder you should use. Okay, that means you have to calculate X. Firstly, you have AB value and you have to calculate X. So which ratio you have to take? Now this is the reference angle. So to this reference angle, this is the opposite side. AB is the opposite side. So you are going to take opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, opposite side is nothing but AB by hypotenuse is nothing but AC. Okay, how am I getting this AB? This AB is nothing but this complete pole height, which is 9. From that, if you subtract this 1.8, I'll get AB. Okay, so 9 minus 1.8 divided by AC is nothing but X. Okay, so which ratio am I taking here? Opposite by hypotenuse is nothing but sine. So sine of which angle? Sine of 60 degrees is this one. So 60 degrees sine 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2 is equal to, what is the final value you got? 7.2 divided by x. Okay, now just cross multiply root 3, x is equals to 7.2 into 2. Okay, so x is equals to 7.2 into 2 divided by root 3. Okay, so this is the value you got. So this multiplying you get it as 14.4 by root 3. So this is the value of x. Now what is x? X is nothing but the length of the ladder. Okay, so let me write here. Therefore, the length of the ladder is nothing but, the length of ladder is x, it is nothing but 14.4 divided by root 3. Okay, now what is the second bit of the question? The second bit is what will be the distance between the foot of the ladder and the pole. So this distance BC you want. So how can you find BC? Now you have AB value you have which is 7.2, and BC value you have to find. So this is opposite side, and this is the adjacent side for angle 60. Okay, so I have a opposite side and I have a adjacent side. So which value will I take? Obviously we'll take tan value. So tan of 60, here angle is 60. So tan 60 is nothing but root 3. Opposite side is nothing but, what is the opposite side? Just see. Opposite side is AB and adjacent side is BC. So this is AB by BC. AB value is 7.2. BC value we don't know. Okay, that is the distance between the foot of the ladder and the foot of the pole. Okay, so just cross multiply. So BC is nothing but 7.2 divided by root 3. Okay, so here you can leave the answer here. It is in meters, isn't it? Yes, it is in meters. So you can leave the answer here. This is also in meters. The length of the ladder is 14.4 divided by root 3 meters, and the distance between the foot of the pole and foot of the ladder is 7.2 divided by root 3 meters. So you can leave it here, or else you can take the value of root 3 as 1.732. Okay, so you will get it in this way, 7.2 divided by 1.732. Okay, so you can calculate, and then by dividing you will get the value as 4.157. But in examination, if you leave it here, it is okay. Okay, so let us move on to the next one now. A boat has to cross a river. It crosses the river by making an angle 60 degrees with the bank of the river and due to stream of the river, and travels a distance 600 meter to reach the another side of the river. What is the width of the river? Okay, so suppose you have the river in this way. Okay, this are the two banks of the river. Let us draw it first. So this is one bank, this is the other bank of the river. Now a boat has to cross the river. Okay, it has to cross the river from this side, it has to go to the other side. It crosses the river by making an angle 60 degrees with the bank of the river. Okay, that means with the bank of the river it is making 60 degrees angle. Okay, suppose here the boat is starting, so this boat is making an angle 60 degrees with the bank of the river. This is the bank of the river. Okay, so due to stream of the river and travels a distance of 600 meters. Okay, so in this way, making 60 degrees angle, it is traveling, how much it is traveling? 600 meters. Okay, so this path, this distance traveled by the boat is 600 meters. Okay, and it has reached the another side of the river. Now what is the width of the river? Width of the river is nothing but, you just take the perpendicular distance between the two banks. It will give you the width of the river. Okay, as I told you, this is the perpendicular distance. Okay, so this is 90 degrees. Now you just want to find this value, isn't it? So if I take this as AB is the width of the river and C is the point where the boat has started. Okay, so now you see AB, you have to find out. Now why is the boat not going in a straight way? It is going in this way, isn't it? Because you know the river flows. Okay, the flow of the river is in this direction. So because of the flow, the boat has just crossed little cross where it is moving forward. Okay, in a little cross line it is moving forward, and the cross line, this line is making 60 degrees with the bank of the river. Okay, that is the meaning. And in this way it has traveled and it has reached the other bank of the river, and it has traveled 600 meters. So you have to find the width of the river, which is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the two banks. Okay, bank of the river. So how will you find? You want this side. This is nothing but the opposite side. Okay, so this is the opposite side divided by, you have the hypotenuse, isn't it? So which value am I going to take? I'll take sine value. So sine 60 is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, so sine 60 is root 3 upon 2 is opposite side, you don't know, it is AB by hypotenuse is AC. Okay, so root 3 upon 2 is equals to AB value we have to find out, that is the width of the river. AC is 600. Okay, so AB is nothing but transposing 600 to LHS, you have root 3 by 2 multiplied by 600. So this is 2 ones are 2, 300s are 600. So AB, the width of the river is nothing but 300 root 3. Okay, meters. You can stop your answer here, otherwise you can calculate the value of this by substituting root 3 as 1.732. Okay, so let us move on to the next one now. So here in the ninth question, an observer of height 1.8 meter is 13.2 meter away from the palm tree. Okay, the angle of elevation of the top of the palm tree from his eye is 45 degrees. What is the height of the palm tree? So firstly you have a palm tree and the observer is 1.8 meter away from the, is an observer of height 1.8. The observer is of height 1.8 meter. He is 13.2 meter away from the palm tree. Okay, so firstly this is the palm tree and this is the observer. Okay, so always the lines has to be straight vertical lines. Okay, please do it with a scale. So this is the observer. The observer is 1.8 meters high. Okay, so yes, this is the observer. Okay, come on. The observer is 13.2 meter away from the palm tree. Now this is the palm tree. So the distance between the observer and the palm tree is how much? 13.2 meters. Okay, now what is as the angle of elevation of the top of the palm tree from his eye? So the observer is seeing the top of the palm tree. So from his eye, the angle of elevation is 45 degrees. So always I told you angle of elevation or depression you will take with reference to a horizontal line. Now what is a horizontal line? So I explained you it is nothing but from the eye level if you draw a line parallel to the ground. So this is the horizontal line. So this angle is what? It is 45 degrees. Okay, the observer is seeing the top of the palm tree. So the angle of elevation is 45 degrees. So what is the height of the palm tree? So you have to find the height of the palm tree. Okay, suppose this is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. Let us take this point as E. Okay, so now just see, now CD is 13.2. So what is EB? EB is also 13.2. Okay, so this is also 13.2. Okay, because you know the observer is straight and the palm tree is straight. So these two are parallel lines. The distance between the parallel lines is always same. Okay, so distance between these two lines is CD and EB is also the same distance, isn't it? So CD and EB are same, which is 13.2. It is given. Okay, so now you can see this is a right angle triangle. Okay, this is a right angle triangle because you have drawn a horizontal line to this vertical line. Okay, so this is 90 degrees. So now I just want to find out what is AB. Okay, so how will I get? Now you see you have two values here. Okay, you have to find AB, which is nothing but you have to find the opposite side and you have the adjacent side. Okay, so opposite by adjacent, which is nothing but it gives me tan value. So tan of 45. Tan 45 is 1. 1 is equal to opposite side is AB divided by adjacent side is EB or BE I can write. Isn't it this one? EB. So EB equal to AB. Just cross multiplying. 1 into EB is nothing but EB. EB is equal to AB. Okay. So what is AB? AB is nothing but 13.2. Okay, here it is given that you found that EB is equals to AB. Okay, so EB is 13.2, so AB is also 13.2. Okay, so this distance is nothing but 13.2. Okay, so A to B, this is 13.2. Now BC, this BC is how much? This BC is nothing but 1.8. Okay, this BC, this is a horizontal line, isn't it? So now this distance, the height of the observer is equal to this BC, isn't it? So this is 1.8 and this AB you found it as 13.2. Yes, so let me write it here. We want the height of the palm tree. Okay, so therefore height of palm tree, how are we getting it? Height of palm tree is equals to, it is nothing but AC. The complete height is AC. AC I am getting it by AB plus BC. Now what is AB? AB is 13.2 you have calculated, plus BC is nothing but the height of the observer and BC is equal. Okay, so BC is 1.8. Since BC is equals to ED or DE. Okay, the observer height. Okay, so 13.2 plus 1.8 gives you what? It gives you 15. So AC is 15 meters. Okay, the height of the palm tree is 15 meters. Clear? So now let us move on to the next question. So now in this question you can see in the adjacent figure AC is 6 centimeters. Okay, so this is AC, it is 6 centimeters. AB, this is AB which is 5 centimeters. Angle BAC, this angle is angle BAC, this angle is 30 degrees. So you have to find the area of the triangle. Okay, so in triangle ABC, we know area of a triangle. How will we get? Area of a triangle is nothing but half base into height. Okay, so here I don't have any height, so let me draw a altitude, okay, perpendicular line to BC. Okay, this becomes the perpendicular line. Suppose this is AD. Okay, so suppose this is D. Okay, this is point D. Now this is point A, B, C, and let us take this point as D. So this BD is nothing but the height. Yes. So half base. So wherever you are drawing the height, okay, for whichever side you are drawing the height, that side becomes the base. So AC is the base. So base is AC, height is BD. Okay, so now you know what is AC. AC is 6 centimeter, it is given, but you don't know the height. So how can we find the height? Now just see in this triangle ABD. Okay, in this triangle ABD. Okay, so let us do it now. So in triangle ABD, so here let me draw it for you. So this is A, this is D, this is B, and this is 90 degrees, isn't it? This is 90. Okay, so this angle is given, which is 30. So this is 30 degrees. Okay, this side is 5. So you have to find the height. BD you have to find, isn't it? You want BD. So how will you get? Same. Now you here you see you have the opposite side, you have hypotenuse, isn't it? So opposite by hypotenuse gives me which value? Sine value, sine of 30. Okay, here you have 30. So sine 30 is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite side is BD by hypotenuse is AB. Okay, so here BD is nothing but you don't know what it is. So let me take it as H divided by AB is nothing but 5. Okay, so this is 5 is equals to sine 30. Sine 30 is nothing but 1 by 2. Okay, so sine 30 is 1 by 2. So what is the height H? So cross multiplying. So you have 5 is equals to 2H. Okay, so 1 into 5, 5 is equals to 2H. So H is nothing but 5 by 2. Okay, so this is the height of the triangle you got. Okay, so this BD, H is 5 by 2. Okay, so this is 5 by 2. Okay, so now area of a triangle is nothing but, let me write it here. So area of triangle ABC is nothing but half base into height. Here half base is nothing but AC, height is BD, isn't it? We wrote it here. This is base is AC, height is BD. Okay, so base value is 6. It is already given in the question. So this is half multiplied by 6 multiplied by height is 5 by 2 you got. Okay, so 2 ones are 2 threes are. So the area of this triangle is 15 divided by 2. So you can write it as 7.5 square centimeter. Okay, because it is given in centimeters. These units are in centimeters. So you can write it as 7.5 square centimeters. Okay, so this is how you find the area of a triangle. So since we don't know, area of triangle is based into height, but you don't know what is the height. So I'm just drawing a perpendicular line. Okay, and using the sine ratio. Now this is opposite side by adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay, so just substitute it and you'll find the height. Okay, so after finding the height, now area of a triangle is half base into height. So just substitute the value of base and height, you'll get the area of the triangle. I hope this video is clear for you. All these problems are clear for you. If yes, do like the video right now. I'll come up with exercise 12.2 in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and share the channel with all your friends. And don't forget to comment and let me know how did you like the video. Thanks for watching.